I hope you enjoyed yesterday's lesson on describing some of the characters from Where's Wally book. Today we're going to continue to understand and use expanded noun phrases in our writing. So the first thing I'd like you to do for me is to watch the video on YouTube to recap what an expanded noun phrase is using the Grammarsaurus song. Please have a go at singing along to it as well. It is quite catchy and it'll help you to remember what you need to include. Okay, so first of all, we're going to look at a waggle today. So this is a waggle of a description of a character describing Harry Potter. So what I would like you to do for me is, in your book, is to scan through the description and to identify any expanded noun phrases that you can find. Okay, so for example, let's start off with one for you. I'm going to highlight mine like I would do in class. Okay, if you can print it off at home, great, then highlight it. But if not, you can simply just write it down in your book. So, clever Harry Potter never liked to be defeated. He always rose to the non-stop magical deadly challenges that were thrown his way. So straight away there I can spot an expanded noun phrase. I've got a determinate, the word the, and I've got adjectives, the non-stop, magical, or deadly, and then I have got my noun, which is challenges. So I have got there a full expanded noun phrase of the non-stop, magical, deadly challenges that were thrown his way. Okay, so that's my very first expanded noun phrase. So I want to carry on reading through the waggle and see if you can identify any other expanded noun phrases. Remember, we're looking for a determiner, which could be the, or a, or an, or these, or those, or number. Then adjectives, so a descriptive word, and then a noun. Okay, have a go at writing them into your book. I will read it through with you, and as I am reading, see if you can write any down. Due to his flexibility, quick thinking, and bravery, he was a talented Quidditch player, and his hiding skills weren't too bad either. Okay, can you spot the one in that sentence? Have a go at writing it down. Brilliant, well done. Okay, let's move on. After a lot of practice, he became the king of magic spells and could use this to his advantage in many life-threatening situations. Okay, there's two in that sentence. Can you spot the two and write them down in your book? He was underestimated because he was so loving and gentle. He was often naive to the evilness of Hogwarts, but he never let his bad luck spoil his good nature. Okay, there's quite a few in that sentence. Can you write them down? He was recognised by everybody. You couldn't miss the glaring lightning bolt stamped on his young forehead or his distinguishable stare. Round glasses hung in the front of his glossy blue eyes, which glowed with a mixture of determination, sorrow and confusion. His once quivering hands turned to steel over time, and it was rare to see him without his pointed life-saving wand or a jet black cape. Although he had a relatively ordinary appearance, he was far from ordinary. Harry Potter was the kind of wizard that you could meet once but never forget. Okay, so pause the video here, have a go at see if you can write down all the expanded noun phrases, and when you think you have got them all, press play and we will go through them together. Okay, well done. So let's see if we can now try and find the expanded noun phrase. Remember, we're looking for a determinate, an adjective, and then a noun. So the first one here is a talented Quidditch player. Okay, the a is the determinant, talented is the adjective, and Quidditch player together is the noun. Okay, the next one is the king of magic spells. Determinant, king of magic spells. So magic spells being the noun and king of being the adjectives. Okay, next one is many life-threatening situations. Many being the determinant, life-threatening being the adjective, situations being the noun. Okay, next one then. The evilness at Hogwarts. Okay, determiner, adjective, noun. His bad luck, his good nature. His being the determiner, bad and good being the adjectives, and luck and nature being the nouns. Okay, next one. The glaring lightning bolt. Okay, the being determiner, glaring being adjective, lightning bolt being the noun. His indistinguishable stare. Determiner, adjective, noun. His glossy blue eyes. Okay, the next one. His pointed life-saving wand. A jet black cape. A relatively ordinary appearance. Okay, so I hope you found all those in your writing. Okay, and now we're going to move on. Well done for having a go at that. So we're now going to today have a go at writing a description of a character from Harry Potter. So I'm going to model one to you today. So I'm going to look at the character of Dumbledore. And I'm going to expanded noun phrase to describe Dumbledore. Okay, so I want to think about how Dumbledore looks first of all. So I'm going to start off with his name. So his name is Albus Dumbledore. Okay, I want to think about his actual appearance. So Albus Dumbledore is a tall. So I've got a for determiner, a tall. I'm going to put an adjective and I'm going to put a comma. I'm going to say how he's quite thin, isn't he, as well. So Albus Dumbledore is a tall, thin man. I'm going to use with a silvery, so another noun phrase, a silvery beard and hair so long it falls to his waist. Okay. So I've got in there, that's two expanded noun phrases, and I've used falls for a verb and to his waist as my prepositional phrase as well. Okay, so I've expanded my sentences here. Okay, so now I want to describe his appearance on his face. So I'm going to put that he has I'm going to put a long comma. I'm going to say a long crooked nose that I'm going to say it looks like a wand may have broken it once or twice. Okay, so now I want to move on to his actual personality. Okay, so a little bit about this piece actually. I'm going to put that his wise face, his wise, calm face. Offers comfort to students. But put about his actual wicked temper as well. So, but do not. Oh, sorry, don't happen there to my writing. But do not cross him, for he has a wicked temper. Okay, so I'm going to now change to my highlighter pen. So I'm going to highlight the expanded nouns that I've used. So, a tall, thin man, a silvery beard, a long, crooked nose, his wise, calm face, a wicked temper. Okay, so as you can see, I have used quite a few expanded noun phrases in my writing so that I can describe Albus Dumbledore. So, for you today, I would like to choose a character, any character at all from Harry Potter. So it could be Dobby, the house elf, you could do Hagrid, you could do Voldemort, anyone at all that you want to describe, okay? And I want you to try and write me a paragraph, a little bit like I have done here for Albus, or like Arweggle for Harry Potter. So try not to use those two characters, they've already been done already, so choose somebody else. And now I'd like you then to write a paragraph using expanded noun phrases. If at home you've got a highlighter pen or a pencil crayon or a felt tip pen, when you have wrote your description, I want you then to go through your writing and try to underline, okay, or highlight your expanded noun phrases, just so that you can understand how and when you've used them in your writing. If you get stuck today, please email Miss Williams or I and we will try to help.